But it's really more of a figurative I killed you, especially in the back of my mind. I try to stress that in the back of my mind. That's why I say it so loud. In the back of my mind, you died. In the back of my mind, I killed you.
I media trained you. That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Really good.
Okay,
it's been a good one. Bye. Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes.
Tonight in Los Angeles, the dramatic images: a well-known singer arrested in connection with the murder of a 14-year-old girl found dead in the trunk of his car.
We have an update right now on a disturbing story out of California, where Los Angeles police have identified badly decomposed human remains found inside of an impounded Tesla last week. They've identified this person as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas of Riverside County.
In Los Angeles, the dramatic images: a well-known singer arrested in connection with the murder of a 14-year-old girl found dead in the trunk of his car. Video tonight showing the tense moments as he was taken into custody, and authorities on how long that victim was in the trunk. Here's Trevor Alt.
Tonight, dramatic video captured by TMZ showing the tense moments LAPD officers arrested singer David on suspicion of murdering a teenage girl who had been found dead in the trunk of his car.
There are moments in true crime where you hear a case and you think you have seen everything, and then you hear a case like this one. A 21-year-old musician with hundreds of millions of streams, a Fortnite theme song, a world tour booked, a debut album dropping in 48 hours, and a 14-year-old girl who had his name tattooed on her finger, who investigators say he stabbed to death inside his own home, then dismembered with chainsaws in a blue inflatable kiddie pool in his garage, and then went on a radio interview the next morning as if nothing had happened. That is not hyperbole. That is not speculation. That is what the evidence, according to court documents, allegedly shows. And by the time you finish this video, you will understand every single piece of it. My name does not matter. What matters is the truth of this case. And the truth starts with a girl named Celeste. Celeste Abigail Rivas Hernandez was born on September the 7th, 2010. She grew up in Lake Elsinore, California, a working-class city 80 miles southeast of Los Angeles, where her parents had immigrated from El Salvador to build a life. She loved to sing. She loved to dance. Every Friday night was movie night with her family. She told her parents she loved them every single day, right up until she could not anymore. When her remains were found in September 2025, it was one day after what would have been her 15th birthday. One day, she never made it. Her family released a statement after the arrest of the man charged with her murder. They said, "Celeste was a beautiful, strong girl who loved to sing and dance. Every Friday night was movie night, and we spent wonderful times together. We love her very much, and she always told us that she loved us. We miss her deeply. All we want is justice for Celeste. That is all any of us can want for her." Now, before we go any further, I need to tell you what this video is and what it is not. It is not speculation. It is not rumor. It is a detailed, documented walkthrough of what investigators and prosecutors have laid out in court filings, affidavits, and public statements. The man at the center of this case, David Anthony Burke, known to the world as d4vd, has pleaded not guilty. He is presumed innocent until a jury says otherwise. But the evidence that has already been made public is extensive, and we are going to go through every piece of it today. And if you are new to this channel, welcome. This is Beyond the Verdict. We cover every major case from the first accusation to the final outcome, and we do not cut corners. If you want to follow this case with us from here, hit subscribe and turn on notifications right now. You will want to be here for what comes next. Let us go back to the beginning. David Anthony Burke grew up in Texas. He started making music as a teenager, self-producing everything, posting it online. In 2022, a song called Romantic Homicide exploded. Hundreds of millions of streams. Every playlist, every radio station, every corner of social media. It made him a star overnight. He signed to Darkroom, Interscope Records, one of the most powerful labels in the industry. He played major festivals. he released Locked and Loaded, which became the first ever official theme song for Fortnite, a game with hundreds of millions of players worldwide. He had endorsements, he had real money, he had real momentum, and in 2025, his debut studio album, titled Withered, was scheduled for release on April the 25th. A world tour was booked. North America, Europe, everything. He was 21 years old. He had everything a young artist could dream of. And according to investigators, that is exactly what he was trying to protect. But this story does not begin in 2025. It begins years earlier, in January 2022, when Celeste was 11 years old. She joined an online Discord server, an official fan community for Burke. Records from that server, according to investigators, show a user named Celeste, who was referred to by other members as Burke's girlfriend. At the time, he was 17 or 18. She was 11. In November 2023, the documented evidence suggests the relationship turned sexual. Celeste was 13, Burke was 18. Investigators say they recovered explicit photographs of Celeste from Burke's phone, images taken when she was 13 and 14. That material has been classified as child sexual abuse imagery. It will never be shown in court, but its existence is documented. Throughout 2024, Celeste became deeply embedded in Burke's world. Weekends at his Hollywood Hills rental home, trips to Las Vegas, London, and Texas, where she reportedly met his family. People in his circle apparently thought she was older, or they simply did not ask questions. But here is the part that is hardest to accept. There was a moment, more than a year before Celeste died, where law enforcement had David Burke's name, went to his home, and walked away. February 2024. Celeste's family reported her missing. She was 13. Investigators traced her phone records and found a number that kept appearing. It belonged to David Burke. They called him. He said he barely knew her. He said he had only met her once. He claimed he did not know she was a minor. That same night, lapped deputies arrived at his West Hollywood home at 8:15 p.m. They told him directly, "This girl is 13, she is a runaway. We are looking for her." He said the same thing. He barely knew her. He had no idea where she was. And then he reached into his pocket, pulled out his phone, and showed the deputies a school yearbook photo of Celeste, saved on his personal device. A photo of a girl he claimed to barely know. The deputies noted it. They left. Celeste came home on her own a few days later. Her parents took away her phone, desperate to cut off the connection. And here is what Burke allegedly did next. He drove more than 80 miles from Los Angeles to Lake Elsinore. He went to Celeste's junior high school. He found one of her classmates, a child, and paid that student $1,000 in cash to smuggle a brand new phone to Celeste so they could keep talking. Law enforcement had told him she was 13. Her parents had taken her phone. His response was to pay a child to deliver a new one. She was reported missing again in April 2024. Now we move into the documented digital evidence. Investigators extracted data from Burke's iCloud, his iPhone, and his Tesla. The text messages between Burke and Celeste, according to court documents, contain references to sex, pregnancy, abortion, and the use of Plan B emergency contraception. There is also this: Celeste's death certificate was updated. The section on pregnancy, previously marked no, is now listed as unknown. Investigators cannot rule out that she may have been pregnant at the time of her death. Legal experts say that if a pregnancy is confirmed, it could lead to an additional murder charge, regardless of whether Burke knew about it. But the single most important message, the one that investigators say changed everything, came in March 2025, about a month before Celeste died. She texted Burke and told him that all they ever did was have sex and hang out. She wanted more for herself. A 14-year-old girl telling a grown man she deserved better. She was right. And at the same time, Burke was allegedly seeing other women. Celeste knew. She was furious. She believed he had promised her a future. And then, on the night of April the 22nd, 2025, she sent him a threat. She told him she was going to go public. She was going to expose their relationship, everything that had happened since she was 13. She was going to end his career, destroy his life. His album was dropping in 48 hours. The tour, the fortnight deal, millions of dollars on the line. April the 23rd, 2025, 8:40 p.m. David Burke opened his Uber app and ordered a car. Not for himself, for Celeste. Pickup, her home in Lake Elsinore. Destination, his Hollywood Hills rental house. A trip of more than 80 miles. She got in. They texted the whole way. She had no reason to think anything was wrong. The Uber dropped her off at 10:10 p.m. That is the last time Celeste Rivas Hernandez was alive. At approximately 10:30, 20 minutes after she arrived, Burke sent text messages to her phone asking where she was. Where are you? What is going on? Are you here? Investigators say she was already dead when he sent those messages. They were calculated, designed to create an alibi. The autopsy report, unsealed in April 2026, confirmed the cause of death. Multiple penetrating stab wounds to the torso. One went through her liver, another damaged her ribs. Signs of a violent struggle. She bled out. He did not call 911. He did not try to save her. He stood there while she died, and at 11:30 that same night, he got in his Tesla, drove north on the 101 freeway, and went to a remote area off State Route 154 near Lake Cachuma in Santa Barbara County, about 110 miles from his home. He was there to dispose of evidence, her belongings, anything that connected her to him. He drove home in the early hours of April the 24th, and then he went to a radio interview to promote his album. That same day, he sent 2 more texts to her phone asking where she was. After April the 26th, he stopped entirely. He never contacted her again. Think about that. If someone you loved vanished, you would not stop calling, unless you already knew they could not answer. Now we come to the part that is hardest to describe, but it is documented in court records, and it is essential to understanding what investigators say happened. In the days and weeks after April the 23rd, a series of deliveries began arriving at Burke's home. On April the 24th, a shovel from Home Depot. On May the 1st, 2 chainsaws from Amazon. On May the 5th, a body bag, heavy-duty laundry bags, and a blue inflatable kiddie pool, all from Amazon. On July the 7th, a burn cage from Amazon. Every single order was placed under a fake name, Victoria Mendez. Investigators do not know where that name came from, but every package was delivered to Burke's address. According to court documents, here is what investigators say happened next. Burke placed the blue inflatable kiddie pool on the floor of his garage. He put Celeste's body inside to contain the blood, and then he used the chainsaws. He dismembered her in that pool. When LAPD later searched the garage, they found biological evidence, blood matching Celeste's DNA. The pool was still there, with multiple long, linear cuts through the plastic, consistent with chainsaw use. And then forensic examiners found something that is almost impossible to argue against. Tiny blue plastic fragments embedded inside Celeste's remains. Small pieces of blue plastic in her body tissue. The LAPD Forensic Science Division matched those fragments directly to the pool purchased by Burke. There is one more detail. Celeste had Burke's name tattooed on her ring finger. Investigators say he cut off her ring finger and her pinky finger to remove that tattoo. Those fingers have never been found. He placed her head and torso into the body bag. Her arms and legs went into the heavy-duty laundry bags. Both bags went into the front trunk of his Tesla Model X. And that is where she stayed for weeks, possibly months, while he went on with his life.
Myself that would kind of come out at random moments. He would commit the crimes that I would have to solve as the detective. I'd be like solving murders that I'm committing myself.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Okay, so the plan is hopefully this music thing takes off crazy next year.
Why is he saying? Why are you saying that like you're not like up there?
Well, I'm not there yet, but hopefully it's like even crazier next year. And then I'm going crazy year after year for the next 3 years. And then on the 4th year, I retire. And on the 5th year, I'm off the grid, living somewhere like on an island with this crazy crib. No social media, no digital footprint. I'm just gone. In 5 years, I'm gonna be gone.
Will you still remember me?
Yeah, bro. You'll have like the secret codes to the mansion.
Yeah?
You can pull up on every.
What's the secret code? Give us the first 2 numbers.
Absolutely
of the secret.
not.
Fans noticed the question was where he wanted to be in 5 years, but he mentioned specifically where he wanted to be in 4. One comment wrote, "This clip was posted in January of this year, so she
People
was
around
14.
him noticed a terrible smell. He told them it was nothing, a dead animal somewhere. On July the 29th, 2025, surveillance cameras captured him parking the Tesla on a street just 400 feet from his house. He left for his world tour. The car sat there for weeks. Neighbors noticed. Someone called to have it towed. On September the 8th, 2025, one day after what would have been Celeste's 15th birthday, a tow yard manager opened the front trunk. The smell was overwhelming. Flies everywhere. Inside was a black body bag, covered in insects. Inside the bag, a severely decomposed human head and torso. Beneath that, a plastic garbage bag containing dismembered arms and legs. The ring finger and pinky finger were missing. On September the 16th, dental records confirmed the identity. It was Celeste. The arrest did not come immediately. Investigators executed 54 search warrants. They pulled data from Apple, Google, Meta, Uber, Amazon, Tesla, cell towers, booking agents, management, everyone. In October 2025, Burke retained Blair Burke, one of the most prominent criminal defense attorneys in the country. In November, Lapt publicly called it a murder investigation. A secret grand jury was convened. No indictment came, but investigators kept working. On April the 16th, 2026, almost exactly 1 year after Celeste was last seen alive, David Anthony Burke was arrested without bail. He was charged with first-degree murder with special circumstances, lying in wait, murder for financial gain, murder of a witness. He also faces charges of continuous lewd acts upon a child under 14 and unlawful mutilation of human remains. Special circumstances mean one of 2 possible sentences: life without parole or the death penalty. His attorney said in court, "We believe the actual evidence will show David Burke did not murder Celeste Rivas Hernandez, nor was he the cause of her death. He has pleaded not guilty." The preliminary hearing is scheduled for May the 26th, 2026. The evidence prosecutors say they have includes years of text messages documenting the sexual relationship and references to pregnancy and abortion, explicit photographs, Uber records, Amazon purchase records under a fake name, DNA from blood in the garage, blue plastic fragments matched to the pool, Tesla GPS data placing him at the remote dumping site multiple times, Caltrans finding Celeste's passport card on the side of State Route 154 in January 2026, and a significant amount of child sexual abuse material found on his devices, possibly beyond images of Celeste. After the arrest, Fortnite offered refunds for d4vd cosmetics. Universal Music Group pulled his tracks from streaming. His tour was canceled. His career is over. And I keep coming back to the name of the song that made him famous: Romantic Homicide. Hundreds of millions of streams. It hits differently now. I want to end this the same way I started, with Celeste, a 14-year-old girl who loved to sing and dance, who had movie nights with her family, who told the man investigators say killed her that she deserved more. She was right. She deserved everything. She deserved a future. Her family has been patient and dignified through every delay, every hearing, every revelation. Their message remains the same. All we want is justice for Celeste. That is all any of us can want for her. David Anthony Burke is presumed innocent until proven guilty. The preliminary hearing on May the 26th will determine whether there is enough evidence to proceed to trial. If you want to follow every step of this case, from that hearing through the verdict, subscribe to Beyond the Verdict right now. Hit the bell so you never miss an update. Share this video so more people know her name. She should not be forgotten. She will not be forgotten here. In loving memory of Celeste Abigail Rivas Hernandez, September the 7th, 2010 to April the 23rd, 2025.